I want to do a bit of a longer video on a serious topic. Even though I'm sort of south and having a lovely time outside of the cold, I woke up to some very, very tragic news of a friend of mine. So, trigger alert. I'm going to be speaking about a person taking their own life. And I feel within my, not obligation, but within my part of my purpose to speak to you on this. Everyone has, not everyone, but many, many people have suicidal ideation, and then they kind of work their way through it, and they either operate from a place of reaching out to a therapist, spirituality, talking to a friend, but many people don't. And what's really tragic about this particular person is that there's no way we would have known. His posts were so optimistic. He's a person of faith. He's a person who, did really good things on this planet with young people, young children who were abandoned by their own families, and he took them in, him and his wife. Beautiful human being, beautiful family, helping poor, helping unfortunate people who are in less fortunate circumstances, raising money, charity, devoting his life to religion and religiosity and all of these things that you do not associate taking your own life with. And the posts always so positive and so optimistic, and so I would look at his posts and go, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you're on this planet. You help so many people, so many children and their families are going to be, are bettered because of you and your family and what you've done for them. But I woke up this morning shockingly to the news that he had taken his life. And here's what I want to say as a therapist and as a human. My first initial reaction was shock, obviously. And then my next reaction was pissed off. And let me explain that. It's a natural response, because when someone does that, they are in an illusion. And I want you to hear this. In an illusion, and as a therapist, I really hear this with people, this hidden world inside a person's mind that nobody gets to hear. And then that becomes like an illusion, like they would be better without me. Life would be better without me. It's an illusion. It's a self-centered, selfish illusion. I will be better if I escape this world. I will be better if I'm no longer on this planet. I should have turned off my notifications. Sorry about that. And so the illusion becomes this obsessive thinking, I got to get out of here. And I can't tell people because I'm too ashamed of what I want to do or what I'm feeling. And especially if people are, don't feel that they have the right to be less than happy or whatever. They somehow have told themselves that they should be happy or that they should cope or that they don't have a right to feel this way. And so they just literally decide to take themselves out. And I want to tell you right now, if you are feeling in this way, suicidal, if you are feeling like you are thinking that the world would be better, that your loved ones would be better without you, reach out to someone, tell one person. Statistically, if we share a little bit, just a little bit, 5% of our inner world with one person, there is a larger chance you will not take your own life. I have so much to say about this, but I don't want to go on and on, but I do want to remind you that if you're feeling like crap, if you're feeling in some way that you want to take yourself out of this planet, remember, you're not alone. Reach out to people. So many people have that hidden world going on inside them. You would never know that they were suicidal or that they were in some way depressed or in some way in pain. Share your pain with someone. One human being is all you need to do it with. Share it with a stranger. Share it with a priest, a taxi driver, anybody. Share it. Share it. When you share it, something changes. Also, if you suspect that in other people, ask them, are you asking this question, are you thinking about taking your own life? Are you thinking about committing suicide? There is a larger chance that they will not if you directly ask that question. But of course, it's so difficult to ask someone who you have no inkling that they would do that, because you're like, that's coming out of nowhere. Why would I ask that? But unfortunately, the people that are present the happiest on Facebook and on social media are sometimes the most likely to do that, because they are so in this identity of being positive always. I feel so sad for my friend who, lost a child 5 years ago, and so he must have been in so much pain about that. But I thought because of his religious belief that, and he was very religious, that he would be okay because he had that sort of spiritual way of experiencing his pain, and he had his community that he, that he could lean on. But clearly I was wrong. And, as a therapist, I always think to myself, geez, you could have reached out to me. I'm doing all kinds of videos all the time. Reach out to me, reach out to somebody. And his wife, I feel so terrible for his wife, because they are such a beautiful couple. They still are. Anyway, I'm in shock, obviously, but I just wanted to say this to you out there. Hello, do not stay alone with your feelings. Do not be alone with this. Reach out, please. You matter. You're valuable. The world needs you. The world is not better without you. That's an illusion. That's a bullshit, selfish illusion that you're telling yourself. Hear me. Hear me.